Hello everyone, I am Rashmi and today I am going to discuss about another solution from the binomial distribution. So the given question is that 6 coins are tossed simultaneously. What are the probability of getting 2 heads, at least 2 heads, more than 2 heads? This is a question of binomial distribution because 6 coins are tossed simultaneously. In other words, we can also think that a coin is tossed for 6 times. The meaning is same, and when we toss the coin under the same condition again and again, it will always give the same results, either head or either tail. So this is a case of binomial distribution because it satisfied all the conditions. So in this question, n is equal to 6, okay, and p is equal to success value, or we can say that p is the probability of getting heads, okay, p is the probability of getting heads. If p is the success value, then automatically q will be the failure value. So q is equal to failure. That means it is the probability of not getting heads. Probability of not getting heads. Okay, now all of we know that when you toss a coin, we will always get 2 outcome, either head or either tail. Okay, that means here we have only 2 options. Therefore, success value, that means the probability value is equal to 1 by 2, and we know that for binomial distribution p plus q equal to 1. That means q value is equal to 1 minus p, and 1 minus half is equal to half. So we have find out p value and q value, and n value is already given. Therefore, also we assume that p2 is the probability of getting 2 heads. We also assume that p2 is the probability of getting 2 heads. Then p3 will be probability of getting 3 heads. p4 will be probability of getting 4 heads. Then p5 means probability of getting 5 heads, and p6 means probability of getting 6 heads. So one by one we have defined all the necessary values which will be used in the solution. Then let us write down what is the formula. Px equal to ncx p to the power x q to the power n minus x. Here we assume that, or we have find that n value is equal to 6, p value is equal to half, or q value is equal to half. Now the first question is given that probability of getting 2 heads. So for the first question, p2 means probability of getting 2 heads. That means here x value equal to 2. When we write down p2 means probability of 2 heads, then x equal to 2. The meaning is x equal to 2. We have know all the formula. Therefore, actually we can write down the binomial distribution as 6cx half to the power x half to the power 6 minus x. We have substituted all this value. Now find out p2 value. p2 value means here probability of getting two heads. That means x equal to 2. So we can write down 6c2 half to the power 2 half to the power 6 minus 2. In the binomial formula, we have already substituted all the values. What is n value, p value and q value. Only x value is unknown. And for this question, we have also got the n value, x value equal to 2. So substitute all the values. Now if you simplify, then you can get the solution. First of all, we will find out 6c2. 6c2 means 6 factorial divided by 2 factorial, 6 minus 2, 4 factorial. Now 6 factorial can be written down 6 into 5 into 4 factorial divided by 2 into 4 factorial. So 4 factorial cancel out, 2 factorial equal to 2, 6 divided by 2 equal to 3, 3 into 5 equal to 15. 6c2 value is equal to 15. Now half square means 1 square divided by 2 square. 1 square equal to 1, 2 square equal to 4. 1 by 2, 6 minus 2 equal to 4. 4 square. 15 divided by 4 into 1 to the power 4 is equal to 4. 2 to the power 4 is equal to 16. 2 to the power 4 is equal to 16. Now by simplification we are getting the value 15 into 64. So this is the solution for the first part, getting 2 heads. So already we assume that x equal to 2. Now for the second part, at least 2 heads. Therefore for the second part, at least 2 heads. That means here P2 we can take, because in P2 there are 2 heads. In P3 means probability of getting 3 heads. We have already assumed this notification or this formula in the beginning of our solution. So P2 plus P3 plus P4 plus P5 plus P6. We have got all these values. Now there is again one condition. All the probabilities value will be always 1. The sum of all the probability value equal to 1. Because in case of random variable, we have already discussed this condition. The condition is that the sum of the probabilities of the random variable is equal to 1. Therefore we can say that P0 is also possible when we are tossing 6 coins. Then in the first coin, or maybe in every time, there is also the possibility is that we are always getting the tail. That means we are not getting the head value. So P0 is also possible. P0, P1 plus P2 plus P3 plus P4 plus P5 plus P6 equal to, so all these value equal to 1. Now in the second question, P2 plus P3 plus P4 plus P6, this value we have to consider. Now if you remove these 2 value, and or you can shifting P0 and P1 value to the right hand side, then we can write down 1 minus P0 plus P1. Actually you can also find out what is P2 value, P3 value, P4 value, P5 value, P6 value. Then you have to use this formula for 6 times. But if you use that condition or that method, it will also give you answer, but the calculation will be lengthier. But here you have to calculate or use the formula only twice. That's why I am using this method. You can also directly find out from this value, but here you have to calculate for a very long period of time. So let's make it very simple. So here we have to calculate the value for, or you have to use the formula only twice. Now substitute all the values. One minus P0 means here x equal to 0. So in this formula write down 6C0 half to the power 0 half to the power 6 minus 0. Then P1 means x value equal to 1. So we can write down 6C1 half to the power 1 half to the power 6 minus 1. C0 value is equal to 6C0 means 6 factorial divided by 0 factorial. Then 6 minus 0 is equal to 6 factorial. 0 factorial value is equal to 1. 6 factorial cancel out, so value is equal to 1. So 6C0 value is equal to 1. Then half to the power 0, this value is also 1. Half to the power 6, that means you can write down 2 to the power 6 value is equal to 64. Then for the next value 6C1, first of all find out 6C1. 6C1 means 6 factorial divided by 1 factorial. 6 minus 1, 5 factorial. So 6 factorial can be written down 6 into 5 factorial. 1 factorial value is equal to 1. 5 factorial remain. 5 factorial cancel out, remaining value equal to 6. Then half to the power 1 means half. Then half to the power 6 minus 1 equal to 5. So here the value is equal to 2 to the power 5 equal to 32. So 1 minus 1 by 64 plus 6 into 32 into 2 is equal to 64. Or we can write down 1 minus 6 plus 1 equal to 7. 7 divided by 64. Then if you simplify this value, take the LCM 64. 64 minus 7, and this value is equal to 57 divided by 64. So the solution for the second part is equal to 57 divided by 64. Now we will solve the third part. In the third part it is given that getting more than 2 heads. Here we are to find out getting more than 2 heads. That means we cannot take the value P0, because in P0 means no head is present. P1 means we are getting only 1 head. P2 means we are getting 2 heads. But clearly it is given that more than 2 heads. Therefore we cannot consider P0, P1 and P2. We have to consider the other values. So getting heads, getting more than 2 heads, and this equal to P3 plus P4 plus P5 plus P6, all these value. So we already used the condition that the sum of the probabilities equal to 1. So this value can be written down 1 minus P0 plus P1 plus P2. We have calculated these values. Now we have already find out P0 in our previous second part. P1 in our second part, then P2 in the first part. Now substitute all these values. Already find that P0 value in the second part, we have find that the value is equal to 1 divided by 64, and P1 value we have found that 6 divided by 64, and P2 value we have found that 15 divided by 64. Here we can take the LCM. 64, 1 plus 6 plus 15, 1 minus 64, and this value will be 6 plus 1 7, 7 plus 15 equal to 22. We have got the value 22. Now 1 minus 22 minus 64 equal to 64 minus 22 divided by 64, then the value is equal to 64. 42 divided by 64. Now 42 can be divided by 2. If you divide by 2, value will be 21. 32 can be also divided by 2. The value is equal to 32. So we have got the answer 21 divided by 32. So in this way we can solve this question. First of all, we have find out what is the formula and what are the values that is given in the question. And in the question, n value is already given, p value is easily given, q value is easily given. We have substitute all these values to the formula. After that, for the first part, we assume that x equal to 2. For the second part, we have assumed that the summation values p2 plus p3 plus p4 plus p5 plus p6. And after solving that question, we have find out the value. Then more than 2 heads, here we have considered the value p3 plus p4 plus p5 plus p6. So in this way you can easily solve this type of question. Maybe you are given this value can be different, 6 coins are tossed, maybe you are given some different value, 10 coins are tossed or 11 coins are tossed, this value may be given, and here at least 2 heads these values are given. Sometimes this value will be also changed. So I think you can easily solve that type of question because the same formula will be used but the values will be different.